Struggle for our name. No, there is victory. Soweto, we Africa. Soweto, we Africa. Soweto, we Africa. We Soweto. The struggle continues. No, in Kaduna,
has just begun. Has just begun.
Our issues are big. So in Kaduna, the struggle has just begun. The struggle has just begun. The struggle has just begun. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, comrades. Let me give a little address. We are here this morning for all this all-important occasion of a national strike that encompasses a protest at the same time. As we are getting ready this very morning for the protest, while other workers are staying at home, other businesses have closed, we want to tell you that all our national officers, including the global president, Comrade Dr. Ayuba Philipus Baba MNI, he is very much available, and all other NAC, CWC, and good number of NEG members. As I'm talking to you here, we have the president of Nigerian Association, National Association of Nigerian Nurses and Midwives. We have the president of Nigerian Union of Railway. We have the president of OPTA, the president of SANU, NUPEC. All other big shoes of the labor are here with us this morning. We are only waiting for the almighty president to be here with us. Then, by God willing, we are going to start the procession. So please and please, be patient a little. Very soon, we're going to have the president around and he will address us. Then we take the procession. So for the meantime now, remain calm and continue chanting the solidarity songs to keep us lively. Thank you very much. Show the world what's around. There can be no power better anywhere than every song. Yeah, what was the night is we got, and the famous strength of one. What the union makes us strong. Solidarity, solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the union makes us strong. They have told you how to be young, and they never try to run. And we gotta bring our muscles down a single we can come. We can take their haughty power in our freedom when we love. So the union makes us strong. Solidarity, solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the union makes us strong. In the heart is like the power. We can bring them back to power in our freedom when we live. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the union makes us strong. Another challenge you. Another challenge you. Another challenge you. Double challenge you. Another challenge you. Another challenge you. Another challenge you. Double challenge you. Another challenge you. Another challenge you. Another challenge you. Double challenge you. If you want to finish it, you make a die. Go to the fight. If you want to kill me, make a die. I will never give up for everybody. I will never give up to everybody. If you want to kill me, make a die.
to everybody. Great Nigeria, welcome.
Great. We are here in full solidarity with the Nigerian Labour Congress, with the great workers of Kaduna State, for this injustice that have been meted upon them over time by no other person but the man who claimed to be the governor of Kaduna State. The workers toiled very hard in order to elect him and give him their mandate. But in order to pay them back, rather than ensuring that he betters their welfare, rather than ensuring he develops the state, there's nothing that he has embarked upon that to continue to bring untold hardship to the great workers of the Kaduna State. And I want to tell you here that an injury to one is an injury to all. Here we have a convergence of great comrades all over the nation to come in order to salvage Kaduna State, to come in order to stand against dictatorship, to stand against tyranny, to try to stand against draconian policies and laws, that Kaduna State shall be great. Kaduna State is greater than an individual, is greater than any cabal, is greater than any person who thinks he's an agent of oppression. Kaduna State shall rise again. Yes. Kaduna State shall be better. Kaduna State shall be rescued from those who are enemies of workers. Kaduna State shall be rescued from those who are enemies of development. Kaduna State shall be rescued from those who are insensitive for the poor masses. Kaduna State shall be salvaged from those who think that the child of the poor should not be educated. So to those who think that education is a privilege, not a right. But we stand to tell them that the Constitution of Nigeria has further reaffirmed that education is not a privilege but a right. And those who think that they can continue to deceive the people, that the people will not shut their eyes, the people will not fold their arms, I refuse to resist their oppression. I refuse to resist their draconian laws and policies. Today, this convergence is the beginning. This move is the beginning. That today the union shall continue to be strong, that the people of the Kaduna State shall continue to be liberated. Because today, if you allow what is happening in Kaduna State to continue, I want to tell you it will snowball to other states and it will consume the nation entirely. And these resources that they claim they are using is the resources, our collective resources, is our collective patrimony. The people should determine how their resources should be spent, not an individual, not somebody because he has been voted into power to tell you that this is the way he wants to spend your money. No, we will not agree. That the people should be able to determine how dividends of democracy is provided to them.
That's right.
If you claim that you are paying so much money for workers, don't you know that there's no one worker that does not have at least 10 dependents? That is why whenever you pay workers' salary, the economy feels the impact. But today they don't want to pay you so that the poor people will not feel the impact. They rather put it into funny projects where monies will be embezzled, where money will be siphoned, and you will not know. That is why the quantum of money that has been expended in Kaduna State, you do not see the effect. Because most of it enters into banks of people who do not reside or who do not have anything to do with Kaduna State.
That's right.
There's so much capital flight in Kaduna State. There's so much resources that have been siphoned and is carried away from Kaduna State.
Okay.
And we will not agree. We will resist this oppression. We will resist this draconian law. And we will continue to stand with Kaduna State people. We will continue to stand with the labor union. We will continue to stand with the masses. We will continue to stand with the downtrodden. By the grace of God, we shall succeed. Aluta continua.
Victoria Asata! Victoria Asata!
Good afternoon. We are live on ground for the Kaduna protest, and the crowd are gathering momentum from the city center of Kaduna. We are here with the chairman of Norge, who is going to speak to us briefly against the lies that have been told by the Kaduna state government, appropriating it to them, which all are falsified, by saying that they have been paying Norge staffs 30,000 naira minimum wage ever since, and the Norge leadership is solidly behind them in what they are doing. So they are here. The chairman and the secretary, the state secretary, will talk to us briefly on these allegations. You're welcome, sir. Yes, sir. So can we know you, sir?
Candy is my name.
Okay, you're welcome, sir. So what can you say about the issue of 30,000 minimum wage being paid to your workers confirmed by the state government? Is it true or not?
Well, what we want to say here is really not true, because there is a different thing with that.
Okay. And moving forward, we learned that since you have been treated fairly, according to the state government, that Norge people have been treated fairly, is it false to say that many of your workers were laid off?
I don't understand the word treated fairly. Our members were laid off.
Okay.
And normally the NLC organized an industrial action, and we are an affiliate of the NLC.
Yeah.
So we are participating.
So sorry. A minute. Okay, sir. So I'll come again with a question.
Okay, you didn't pick it.
Yeah, I didn't pick it. Is it true to say that the members of Norge have been treated fairly in this regard? Because the state government is making an allegation that they have not sacked any of your workers. So there's no need for Norge to join up the strike. Can you confirm if it's true or not?
No. Our workers, our members are actually sacked. We are actually retired, because of the ongoing restructuring in the system. So our members are affected.
Okay. Yeah. How bad is it, sir? How bad is it?
Well,
was it a number of 150?
Yes, over 2,000.
Over 2,000.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. So you are in solidarity with the NLC to protest this brutality by the state government against your members.
Yes, like I said, the NLC we are an affiliate of the NLC, and so we are partners in progress with them. So anything, any directive from the NLC, we comply.
All right, thank you very much, sir. I guess you have heard from the state secretary of Norge. They are not partisan. They are not in collaboration with the state government. Their members were fully affected, and they are here to show solidarity in the struggle. The state chairman is here also, if you want to add one or two.
Good morning, my people of comrade.
Yeah.
What I'm supposed to say, my state secretary is not the actual matter what is going on. Members, almost 2,000 of our members are affected on this present government. So our members are affected on this.
Sorry, sir. Is the 30,000 naira minimum wage that was alleged by the state government true, that is being paid to not get people? Is it true?
They issue a table. That is a new table which we just saw it. And they pay salary, they start paying salary this week. And there's a reduction of the payment amount of money here. There's differences with that 20,000 and 30,000.
But most of your members are saying they receive 18,000 naira instead of 30,000.
Yes, it depends what they receive and what they sell. Yes.
So in the struggle, there is victory. Forward, forward. struggle, in the struggle. In Africa, in Africa, it's a little, it's a little. Asata, never.
Thank you very much. Try to appreciate all of you that are here, and
Go close to
also to encourage you, because once people are determined, then certainly there is no hindrance to whatever level they can reach. We are aware of your predicament, and that is why the National Executive Council, comprising all our 49 affiliate unions, had to take a decision to come down here to Kaduna and declare a 5-day industrial action in the first instance. We are aware of the fact that there have been some threats, intimidation, including pronouncements that don't hold water. And what I keep telling them, if they have such threats, why not use it against criminals? Yes. We have criminals that have made the state ungovernable. Yes. We have criminals that have killed our children. Yes. We have criminals that are kidnapping people on a daily basis. Yes. They have any threats. You try to locate it in this place. But I think it's a misplaced priority. We cannot be threatened as citizens, because the fundamental laws of Nigeria, the African Charter for Human and People Rights, the UN Charter for Human and People Rights, allow people to assemble freely and protest. Even in the mix of COVID-19, you can see everywhere around the world, these fundamental rights have not been limited. But the attitude of our politicians, they are not afraid when we try to expose those tendencies that try to make them even worse than the military. Because I can say clearly that even under the military regime, we have not undergone such processes where laws are undermined with impunity. In fact, it's criminal for anybody to undermine a Nigerian law with impunity. Impunity. So we are here live and direct. And that's why I thought it's important I come here. He claimed he has not sacked workers. Those workers will be here. Even the teachers that he has sacked, he has not paid. Let them be here. We showed the world that what they are saying is false. And therefore, I wasn't surprised when in his book, Obasanjo quoted clearly, under my watch, that some people are pathetic liars. They lie as a living, as a way of living. And therefore, I'm not surprised, and it's shame that in this age and at this time, people will be lying. And lying on the trust that people have given them. So it's really an unfortunate situation. We are not going to relent. I assure you that all Nigerian workers are together with you in prayers. The same of them in their various state praying. Because I want our politicians that let us not also undermine this democracy. I can say that democracy have not yet taken its roots in Nigeria. And therefore, the action and inaction of our political elite is already threatening democracy. Yes. And let them not be under any illusion that this thing will be allowed to happen. Because we are citizens of this country. They climb on our back to arrive at where they are. Yes. They use people's vote, including workers' votes. Yet workers have now become enemies. He told us only about what he receives from the Federation account. But on record, Kaduna State Government in 2020 received more than 50.7 billion as internally generated by workers. These have not been accounted for. Even the figure of workers, I'm aware it has been actually made to be bogus, because those figures have been made to be bogus. We know the figure of workers, ministry by ministry. The local government workers, the teachers' salary is jointly being funded by the state, local government, and even federal. Because I know that Sebeb provide money for the infrastructures in the local government. So who are they deceiving? There is no way you can deceive Nigeria, because the facts are obvious. The facts are already in public domain. And basically, what is being said about Kaduna State workers, about the pensioners, cannot be true. And therefore, I think Nigerians must realize that we must all stand up to address this issue of tyranny that is taking place in our polity. It has no place in politics. Basically, that is why peace have continued to elude us. Without social justice to the citizens of any country and of any society, certainly peace will continue to elude us. Because this is the fundamental. We must provide for the security, both physical and economic security of our people and of Nigerians before we can have peace. If you have taken away both the physical security and the economic security of the people, it means that we'll continue to be in jeopardy. And that is what is happening. So, comrade, once again, I salute your courage. I salute your tenacity. And let the message be passed. We cannot be intimidated. Already we are on ground. Anybody that is on ground,
Request for the comrade president.
I'm already on ground. He said he has purchased a phone order 4 years ago in his pocket.
Yes.
I don't know how we have reduced our country to be a lackable stock. You purchase an order, you didn't have already, you say you have an order in your pocket. It's really unfortunate because the courts are also on strike because of their action or inaction. And it's because of action of people like him that the courts are closed. So you can't threaten us with that. In fact, for us, if the court say they want to see us, we'll be there. Yes. So we are not afraid of going to prison for the sake of defending the fundamental right of Nigerians. That is what unions are made for. And therefore, we cannot be intimidated, we cannot be treated. And let them not also forget, as Hitler said, whatever has a beginning. But you said the beginning must come before the end. We must realize all of this, and all of us know the trend of Hitler. He was the architect of the World War. But at the end of the day, when he realized the wrongs he had done, he said, for every beginning there will be an end. That's how our politicians also remember. That's for every beginning there must be an end. So basically, it's for us to build a better society. Not a society that has a class of less than 10% that are actually exploiting the 90% and they expect to have peace. I keep saying, let them not think that even the armed forces that is today protecting all of us, time will reach that even the armed forces will also revolt. Because we cannot create our own security situation and then bring them in and then without also proper funding and then ask them to be killing citizens. No, certainly. Those are citizens of Nigeria. Let's address the core issues that brought about the insecurity, that brought about both physical and economic insecurity. And these things can be addressed. You cannot use chaotic forces against citizens of the country and think that things will go well. So once again, comrade, I thank you very much. We'll be here with you. We are aware thousands of workers have been laid off, and they have claimed that workers have not been laid off. We have the letters. Many of you have sent the letters to our various platform mediums. We have seen it, and that's why we are here. So our leadership will be here in full force. We'll stand by you. Comrade, come shine. We have to defend the fundamental right of every Nigerian worker and every Nigerian citizen. And we thank God that